You didn't choose this number. It chose you. 777 isn't just appearing everywhere for fun. It's a summon, a cosmic invitation to remember what your soul came here for. You feel it, don't you? That shift in the air, the way your heart starts racing for no reason, the way your dreams have become louder, more symbolic, more sacred. You're not imagining it, you're not alone. This is the week everything changes. The 777 portal is opening. And your twin flame can feel it too. Even if they're silent, even if they're far, even if they've denied it for years, their soul is moving. And it's moving toward you. You were never meant to chase. You were meant to awaken first. And now, the signs are multiplying. The timelines are bending. The contract is being reactivated. And the question is no longer, will union happen? It's, are you ready for what happens when it does? Because once this portal opens, nothing will ever feel the same again. What the 777 portal is really unlocking? There are certain moments in the universe where time folds in on itself. And all the energy you've been carrying, holding, suppressing, or waiting to express gets called forward. The 777 portal is one of those moments. But this isn't just about numbers. It's about what those numbers are unlocking in you and in your twin flame. You've seen them. 707 on the clock, 77 likes, 777 on receipts. But this week, it's different. It's not just a sign. It's a code, and it's being activated, not in your mind, but in your heart, in your soul field, in the part of you that remembers who you really are and who you're connected to. 7 is the number of spiritual alignment. It represents inner knowing, divine timing, and the sacred unfolding of purpose. And when it appears in triplicate, like it does now, 777, it's not a suggestion. It's a cosmic command. A moment when heaven pulls the thread tighter and says, now, wake up, move. So what exactly is being unlocked? First, your own truth. Not the version of you that settled, played small, or tried to numb the ache, but the version of you who knows, tsawa, without proof, that this connection, this love, this journey is sacred. You're not crazy for feeling it. You're not wrong for holding on to it. You're just early. And this portal is here to show you the timing was never wrong. It's been aligning all along. You may feel emotional right now, heavy, sensitive, tired for no clear reason. But what if that's not a breakdown? What if it's your body catching up to the vibration your soul already lives in? You're not the only one. Your counterpart feels it too, even if they don't know what 777 means. Even if they've never looked it up, their soul does, because the portal doesn't open through knowledge. It opens through frequency. And both of you have been holding that code even through lifetimes of silence. Have you felt the pull growing stronger lately? Have you heard a song and suddenly felt tears rising without explanation? That's not random. That's the echo. That's the past life memory whispering, it's time again. The 777 portal is collapsing the distance. Not just physical, but spiritual. It's aligning your timelines to make space for reunion. Not the fantasy version, the real one, the one where both souls remember the contract and choose to rise into it. But here's the secret. This portal only fully unlocks when you're ready to receive the love you say you want. Not chase it, not fix it, but stand in it, open, worthy, radiant, without fear that it will disappear again. Can you feel the difference? So what is the 777 portal really doing? It's clearing the static between you and your divine path. It's collapsing the illusions that kept you waiting. It's amplifying your signal so your twin can finally feel you again, clearly. This isn't just a shift in energy, it's a turning point in the journey. Because once 7-7-7 enters your field, you don't go back to sleep. And love, once awakened, cannot be unfelt. So breathe. You're not late, you're right on time. Because 777 didn't come to warn you, it came to wake you. Why the energy feels so strong this week? You've likely noticed it already. The sleep disturbances, the waves of emotion that arrive without reason, the heaviness in your chest followed by moments of inexplicable lightness, as if something invisible is being lifted, only to return and press on your spirit again. This isn't just sensitivity. This is the field speaking. The energy this week is not ordinary, and your soul knows it. So why does it feel so intense? Because this isn't a week of transition, it's a week of activation. The 777 portal carries the vibration of divine realignment. But before alignment can anchor in, dissonance must surface. What isn't in harmony with your truth begins to feel unbearable. What used to be tolerable suddenly aches. What you once rationalized away now demands your attention. Not to punish you, but to prepare you. You might feel like everything is too much right now. The emotions, the flashbacks, the sense that your body is reacting to things that haven't even happened yet. But what if that's not overload? What if it's prophecy? Because this week, you are not just receiving energy, you are translating it. You are the vessel through which the divine message is being received, decoded, and embodied. You feel more because you were designed to feel more. You hurt more because you love more. And in this chapter of the twin flame journey, love itself is awakening through you. The magnetic pull between you and your twin is increasing, not because of what's happening externally, but because of what's clearing internally. Every belief that says, this is too hard. Every story that says, they'll never return. Every fear that says, I must protect my heart. It's all surfacing now because it can't survive the frequency you're moving into. Do you feel the tightness in your chest when you think of them? The sudden rush of warmth, even in their absence? The synchronicities, the numbers, the songs that speak directly to your inner world? This is not coincidence. This is resonance. You are being tuned to love's original signal, the one you and your twin agreed to before time even began. And when the frequency gets this loud, the body can't lie. That's why you're feeling it. That's why the ache is real. Because the soul recognizes what the mind still doubts. Even your counterpart, no matter how distant, unaware, or stubborn they may appear, is feeling something. Maybe they don't have the words for it. Maybe they resist it. But the signal has reached them too. And resistance can only delay alignment, not erase it. This week feels heavy, not because you're doing something wrong, but because you're being stretched into the next version of your soul contract. The light is increasing, the timeline is shifting, the connection is heating up beneath the surface. And if you're paying attention, you already know something's about to happen. So take care of your nervous system, drink more water, rest when you need to, cry when it rises, laugh when it clears, There's no right way to experience this, but one thing is certain: you're not imagining it. The energy is real. The signs are real. The awakening is real. And this week, everything you feel is not a weakness. It's your confirmation that you're in the center of the storm where transformation begins. Twin flame soul contracts are being reactivated. You didn't come here by chance, and neither did they. Long before your eyes met in this lifetime, long before your heart broke and healed and opened again, there was a choice, a soul agreement, a contract etched into light, made outside of time. You and your twin flame promised, we will meet again, and when we do, the world will start to shift. That contract is not dead. It didn't vanish just because life became messy or because silence replaced words. It's still there, buried beneath the noise, glowing like a quiet ember, waiting for the moment when the two frequencies finally rise enough to meet again. That moment is now. The 7-7 portal is more than a number. It's a code embedded in your shared contract, a key that unlocks memory, not the kind stored in the brain, but the kind held in the energy body. This week, that memory is reawakening. And whether you've met your twin or not, whether they're near or far, whether you've given up or held on, that contract is being touched by something higher. You might feel emotional without knowing why, like something ancient is stirring inside you. You might think of them suddenly or feel an ache in your heart that doesn't belong to today. That's because your soul is whispering, it's time. Have you noticed how certain things keep repeating? The dreams, the numbers, the inner voice that says, they're closer than you think. It's not fantasy, it's soul communication. Your twin's higher self is not ignoring you. It's speaking to you in the only language that still reaches beyond the walls: vibration. Even if they're resisting, even if they're denying, the contract is reactivating in them too. Because no matter how deep someone runs, you cannot unwrite what was written in soul light. But why now? Because you've changed. Because you've stopped chasing, begging, fixing, or waiting. Because the journey wasn't about them waking up first. It was about you remembering who you are without them. And now that you do, the energy can return. Reactivation doesn't mean instant reunion, it means realignment. A shift in both your timelines so they can begin bending toward each other again. That shift is subtle. It shows up in symbols, in feelings, in moments of strange clarity. You feel lighter, but also more grounded, more open, but less desperate. This is the space where union becomes possible. Ask yourself, have I truly released the version of them I was clinging to? Have I allowed my own light to expand beyond the story of waiting? Have I made room in my field for the real connection, not the imagined one? If the answer is yes, then this week may bring something you didn't expect: a dream, a message, a shift in your energy, or simply a knowing that doesn't leave. That's how the contract speaks. It doesn't beg, it reveals. You and your twin were never meant to be the same people forever. The old version of both of you had to dissolve. And that's exactly what this portal has been doing. Quietly, slowly, perfectly. The reactivation has begun, and your only task now is to listen, to stop rehearsing the pain, and start recognizing the invitation. Because the contract isn't calling you back to who you were, it's calling you forward into who you were always meant to become. How to know if your counterpart feels it too. There's a question that never really leaves you. It lingers beneath every sign, every dream, every wave of emotion that catches you off guard. Do they feel it too? Or is this just me, loving alone? But you wouldn't be asking that if something in you didn't already know the answer. Because what you feel isn't fiction, it's resonance. And resonance always requires two. Your twin flame does feel it, but not always the way you expect. The divine masculine often processes energy in silence. What you translate as signs and synchronicities, he might experience as restlessness, confusion, vivid dreams, sudden surges of emotion he doesn't know how to explain. While you are opening, aligning, decoding, he is awakening, and that awakening can be disorienting. Have you felt an invisible shift in their energy recently? A wave of warmth, then silence. A pull, then distance. It's not rejection, it's recognition meeting resistance. Because when he feels the intensity of this bond, even unconsciously, his system goes into protection. Not because he doesn't care, but because the love touches parts of him he hasn't yet healed. And the soul, when confronted with real light, doesn't always say yes immediately. Sometimes it trembles. So how do you know he feels it too? You feel him thinking about you before you even open your eyes. You wake from dreams that feel more real than waking life, and he's there. You hear a song, and suddenly, the ache in your chest has a name again. You reach for your phone with no plan to call, just to feel closer. You pull cards and every message loops back to him. You've even tried to move on, and yet something keeps leading you back. That's not illusion, that's interaction. That's his energy reaching for you across time, space, and thought. When the soul bond is this deep, it doesn't need permission to communicate. It just does. Through symbols, sensations, numbers, electricity in your body. Through tears that come from nowhere. Through a peace you can't explain when you surrender. But here's the key. The more you try to prove he feels it, the more you'll miss the truth. Because the knowing doesn't come from him. It comes from you. This is the paradox of the twin flame journey. Your certainty isn't based on his actions. It's based on your vibration. The more you align with your essence, the more you feel his essence, the more you embody your truth, the louder his soul becomes. And yes, he may still be in denial. Yes, he may still be wrapped in karmic ties, distractions, old patterns. But no wall, no distance, no silence can cancel a frequency this pure. You'll know he feels it, not when he says the words you've been waiting for, but when you stop needing those words to believe. You'll know. When your peace doesn't require proof, when your heart speaks louder than doubt, when your energy is no longer asking, does he know, but declaring, I know. Because in this kind of love, knowing is the answer. And when you know, sooner or later, he will too. Union doesn't always begin with a reunion. It begins in silence. In tiny shifts you can't quite name. In moments that feel ordinary, but glow with something different. In the soft, sacred places where resistance used to live. And now, there's peace. If you're waiting for a message to prove it's happening, pause. The message already came. It came in your detachment. It came in your strength to stay open, even while letting go. It came the day you stopped begging for the connection and started becoming it. This is the paradox most don't see. Union is not a date on the calendar. It's a field. A space between souls that gets cleared, recalibrated, and made sacred again through every step you take back to your center. And lately, you've been walking that path with courage. So how do you know it's already in motion? You feel calm, not because everything is perfect, but because you are different. You no longer seek signs obsessively. But when they appear, you feel the truth in your bones. You dream, but the dreams no longer ache. They comfort. You see their face, but it doesn't destabilize you. It grounds you. You feel their energy, and instead of clinging, you bless it. You've stopped asking when and started living as if it's already true. Do you recognize these signs in yourself? That's not imagination. It's realignment. That's your soul expanding beyond the limits of the old version of love. You'll also notice that people, places, and habits that once drained you are naturally falling away. You feel drawn to stillness, nature, the unseen. You're remembering who you were before the pain. And you're dreaming about who you came here to be, with or without them. This is one of the biggest signs that union is near. You are no longer waiting for them to complete you, because now you're standing in the vibration that allows them to meet you fully. You might also feel a mysterious shift in the timeline. Time feels different, faster, yet more spacious. You feel like something is just around the corner, but you're not chasing it, you're welcoming it. That's how it begins, not with fireworks, not with declarations, but with a quiet returning to your original light, the light that was always connected to theirs. Your counterpart is feeling it too, even if they don't understand it. The energy of union doesn't wait for clarity. It builds through vibration. And that vibration is no longer just in you. It's moving through both of you now, clearing the path, shifting the dream, rewriting the timing. The signs are subtle, but they are sacred. You'll know by the way you exhale without fear, by the way your heart stays open, even when nothing seems to change, by the way you live, as if the love already exists in every breath, because it does. And when two people hold that same knowing, when two souls choose truth over fear, presence over panic, alignment over attachment, the universe moves, the contracts activate, and union stops being a question. It becomes the only natural next step. You are already in motion, and so is the love. You are not broken. You are not too much. And what's happening inside your body isn't random, it's revelation. Because when union energy begins moving through the soul, the body becomes the message board. Before the signs appear outside of you, they echo through your nervous system, your heart, your breath. And what you're feeling right now is not just yours. It's the resonance of two souls moving closer, faster, deeper, on a frequency few can understand, but many are starting to feel. Have you noticed? The sudden waves of tiredness that don't match your schedule. The goosebumps that rise when you think of them, even if you're trying not to. The weight in your chest as if something invisible is pressing down, then lifting like a wave. The dreams so vivid you wake up disoriented, the ringing in your ears, like messages trying to arrive through sound, the butterflies, the pressure, the heart palpitations, all with no physical cause. The tears that come from nowhere, as if your soul remembers something your mind doesn't. These are not symptoms of confusion. They are symptoms of integration. Your body is recalibrating to receive a love it once feared. It's preparing for reunion, not with fantasy, but with truth. And here's what many don't realize. When your counterpart begins awakening, your body often feels it first. You may suddenly feel sadness that isn't yours. You may crave solitude. You may feel overly sensitive to noise, to light, to emotion. That's not regression, that's connection. Because union is not an emotional event, it's an energetic merging. And your system knows that before your mind catches up. Have you ever stopped in the middle of your day, breath stolen by a presence you can't explain? Have you felt like someone is thinking of you, not just vaguely but deeply, as if your name was just whispered across dimensions? That's the current moving. That's the soul remembering. That's love getting louder than logic. This is why the body must be listened to now more than ever. Don't fight the need to rest. It means something is shifting. Don't ignore the chills. They are confirmations. Don't suppress the emotions. They are messages. Don't label your pain as weakness. It may be his pain moving through your field. The divine feminine is the transmuter. She feels not just for herself, but for the union. And right now, she is being asked to feel without fear, to anchor without explanation, to trust without proof. So when the symptoms arrive, breathe. Place your hand over your heart. Ask yourself, is this mine? And if it's not, let it move through, because by doing that, you are clearing the path for both of you. You are not imagining it. Your body is not lying. You are not alone in this intensity. You are syncing. You are aligning. You are feeling the countdown to reunion in your bones. So honor your symptoms as sacred, because what they're really saying is, it's close. Closer than your mind can explain. Closer than your eyes can see. Closer than ever before. And your body knows. You weren't chosen randomly. You didn't imagine this journey. And what you feel, that ache, that knowing, that sacred pull, wasn't placed in you to be forgotten. You were meant for this union. Long before you met, before the silence, before the longing, your soul made a vow. Not to chase, not to suffer, but to remember. And now, the remembering is waking inside you like fire and prayer in the same breath. Not because you're broken, but because you're ready. There were days you thought you'd lost it, moments you questioned everything, the signs, the dreams, the love. You wondered if you made it all up, or if you were just too much for this world. But love like this doesn't come to destroy you. It comes to rebuild you. It comes to burn away what you are not, so you can become what you always were. Can you feel that? The version of you that's emerging now is not desperate, not waiting, not lost. She is remembered. She is whole. She is anchored in truth, whether union is here today or still on the horizon. Because the truth is, the love already exists. You've already been chosen. You've already been seen. You've already been loved, not in the way the world defines it, but in the way only two souls who came from the same star can understand. And the one your soul aches for, he feels it too. He may not have the words yet. He may not know how to stand in it fully. But somewhere in his dreams, in his silence, in his stillness, he remembers you. You are not waiting for him to awaken. You are co-creating the space where he can finally arrive. Your healing is not separate from the union. It's what makes it possible. So when it hurts, remember the pain is not punishment, it's transformation. When it's quiet, remember, silence is not absence, it's preparation. And when you doubt, remember, love doesn't need your certainty. It only asks for your openness. This portal, this season, this cycle, it's not a coincidence. It's your alignment, and nothing is wasted. Every tear watered the roots. Every release cleared the path. Every surrender whispered, "I trust you," into the space between you. And now, the soul knows the contract is active. And the journey is not ending. It's beginning again at a higher level. So breathe, be still. And when you feel the ache rise, place your hand over your heart and whisper, "I was made for this love, and this love was made to return." Because it will, not because you chased it, not because you demanded it, but because you became it. And now that you've remembered who you are, nothing can take it from you again.